Welcome to Charged Up, the official podcast of your Colby-Sawyer Chargers. My name is Ian Turple, live from the varsity weight room, and we'll be throwing it to Anna after a few quick weekly updates. First, we want to start by congratulating Chase Adams, who broke the school 60-meter hurdle record of a time of 9.22 last Saturday. The track and field team is on their way to Wheaton today to compete in a meet. We also want to wish men's soccer senior captain Cooper Gunn good luck today as he's flying down to Indianapolis in hopes of winning the NCAA Division III LGBTQ Student Athlete of the Year award that will be announced later this evening. Good luck, Coop! In other news, the Chargers ski team is competing in a St. Michael's College Carnival at Smuggler's Notch today and over the weekend. Also, the men's basketball team will be looking to bounce back after suffering a 71-65 loss against Riviera University at home this week when they go to LaSalle for a 4 p.m. tip-off. Now, let's send it down to Anna Allen, who recently caught up with junior forward on the women's basketball team, Emily Parent. Take it away, Anna.
Thank you, Ian, and welcome back to Charged Up. I'm here with Emily Parent from the women's basketball team. Quick hello.
Hi.
Little introduction. So a couple of fast facts with Emily. She's averaging 10.5 points per game with 4.1 rebounds per game. So I know COVID has caused a little craziness with your season. How has everything been with your team?
We've been okay. We've managed to get out a little healthy. We've had some problems due to COVID, a few games canceled. But overall, I think we're doing pretty well and going to bounce back from it.
That's awesome. So the women's basketball team has a new coach, head coach Devin. How's that been with a new coach?
It's been really good. A lot of the returning players have been used to her last year in the COVID year, so we got used to her playing style. It took a little bit for our freshmen to be able to get used to it, but now we're all like mid-season. We're all caught up to her and know what she's all about and what she's expecting from us. So it's been good overall.
That's awesome. What's her leadership style kind of like?
She is very centered around like us taking the lead, so she like puts a lot of trust in us to pick each other up, and then is like there to back you up and encouraging if you do something wrong.
Yeah. So there's no seniors currently on the basketball team. Who's the kind of leaders as the upperclassmen?
I feel like we have a lot of leaders. We have like we have 4 juniors and 6 freshmen, so we have like all the juniors stepping up, like me, Leah, Amisa, and Sydney Stevens. We all like kind of found our voice in encouraging the freshmen to push themselves and like get adapted to playing a college sport. But I think everybody now like has a voice and stay. So there's not like one person who's like emerging.
So you scored your career high with 21 points with your game against Hamilton. How'd that feel?
That was a rough game for a lot of us. We had lost a few people due to COVID, but I was shooting really well on the weekend at Norwich, so I just kind of had the like shooter's mentality of every time I shoot it, it's going to go in, and that worked out pretty well for me in both the game versus Norwich and versus Hamilton. So with the lack of some players during those games, felt really good to step up and when my team needed me.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So you were second in the GNAC in threes made. How is that compared with the mentality you're talking about, that shooter mentality? How does it all come into play when you're in the game?
Well, obviously some games you're shooting really well. Some games you can't really seem to hit a basket, but I've always grown up with and Coach Devin and Caitlin have always told me to have a short-term memory. So if you miss a shot, just kind of try to go back and like the next shot you take is going to go in, like having that mentality that every shot you take is going to go in. So I feel like that has really helped me become the shooter I am.
Along with your 4 juniors, you have 6 first years. That's a lot for freshmen.
Yeah, we also 2 of them also a few of them also have been starting. So that's like we're a very young team and very inexperienced team, especially with the COVID year. So we've been kind of like taking like every loss like with a grain of salt. So we've been like just trying to like improve what we can improve and try to build on ourselves because we know like we have no seniors. So next year we're going to come back with the same people and be even stronger and be able to power through with some experience this year.
Definitely, definitely. So over the break, I heard the women's basketball team had to help out a ton with the broadcasting for the games.
Yep.
How's that?
It was a really fun experience. A lot of people on our team kind of had to step out of their shells and do something that they were uncomfortable with. Shout out Sydney Stevens for saying "and it's good" about 100 times per game. Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun with it and like be able to use our time during winter camp because we had a lot of free time. Being able to like support the men's team by also doing that was really fun for us to, and we all enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So here in New London, New Hampshire, it's very cold right now as there's snow still on the ground. How are you staying warm? What do you like to do for fun in the snow?
I've actually just been staying inside most of the time, coming to the gym more. It was actually negative 34 when we left for our home game at 8 a.m. versus University of St. Joseph's last weekend.
That's awful.
So it was chilly. A lot of people have mittens and like hats. Like we're all bundled up getting on the bus. It was funny.
Yeah, I mean, as my season kind of went on, I think my favorite thing was road games. So do you guys mostly just sleep on the way and then, hang out after?
Yeah, I think we take naps for a little bit of it, and then we kind of like to joke around with the men's team, like send funny videos and stuff to each other. So that's fun.
Do you guys share a coach bus?
Yeah.
Wow, I actually didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it, you ever guys just get like kind of annoyed or just kind of leave each other alone, or is it just all nonsense?
It depends on the day. Usually we just like leave each other alone. Sometimes we'll talk to them, but they're kind of quiet, so they like to sit in the back by themselves.
How do you guys get like hyped up for before a game?
I think a lot of us have like pregame music that we like to listen to and stuff like that, and then like pregame warm up, we like to hype each other up, like in like layup lines, doing like a lot of fun different stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being here today. The next women's home game is this Wednesday, January 26th. As a reminder, there's still no spectators, but it will be live streamed.
Next week marks a busy week for Chargers sports. First, both the men's and women's basketball teams will be hosting St. Joseph College of Maine on Wednesday. Then, on Saturday, the men's volleyball, track and field teams, and both basketball teams are on the road. Finally, be on the lookout as Chargers Mic'd Up returns on Monday on the Facebook and Instagram pages. I'm Ian Turple for Anna Allen saying so long, and remember, charge on.